Omkar Kulkarni, and I've selected task number 3 for the TSF Graduate Rotational Internship Program. I've downloaded this data from this link. It was in CSV file, and then I've transferred this data into a app. The tool used here for the data analysis is Power BI. I've mostly used the clustered bar chart and clustered column chart in this analysis, as there are a number of categories. So as the number of categories increase, the tables and bars and charts are most useful. I've also used a pie chart to divide our segments. The task as a business manager is to increase the profit. So I've seen where which subcategory faces the most loss. For example, in this chart, the most profit comes from the copiers, and as we go down, the biggest loss is faced by tables, next bookcases, and the third supplies. But the controversial part is that the tables are the fourth most sold item of the superstore, but still is the last one in terms of profit. After finding out, it is seen as the discount given for tables is pretty high. Sum of discounts of all the tables given comes out to 83. That's why that may be one of the reason why the tables are facing a huge loss. But just for an example over here, the sales of tables in Texas is 170K approximately, which is higher number than of Washington, 138K. But if we compare profits among this between these two states, the profit in Texas is minus 25K, while in Washington it is 33,000. If we check the discount given in these two states, the Texas discounts given on tables in the state of Texas is the sum is actually 10, which is almost a very high number. If we compare it to Washington, Washington has 0. So either the discount is affecting the profits among between these two states, or the cost of delivering a product in Washington is far less than that in Texas. Another thing to consider is why discounts are given in these states such as California or Texas. One of the reason can be to increase the sales. As we can see, California and Texas is among the top states where our items are mostly sold. Or can it be because this strategy was used to clear the inventory or increase the market share where the competition is fierce, or to increase the brand awareness? But the behavior analysis in the states of Texas should also be taken into consideration. Will the application of discounts on some products will increase the sale of those products and will motivate the buyer to purchase the products in the next cycle? Does it have a correlation? Needs to be studied further. Now, to increase the profit, we can do so by increasing the sales of the most profitable products, such as copiers or phones, or the thing we talked about before, reduce the loss faced by tables, bookcases, and supplies. By the way, these three are only categories which faces a loss. As we can see, the profit of phones is pretty high, and the number of phones sold is the highest, like this category is the highest among our superstore. But if we see the correlation between discount and the sales, like for example, the discounts in the state of California for the phones is the highest. That immediately correlates with the number of sales in California being the highest. So for so we can conclusively say that the correlation between discount and sales is directly proportional for the subcategory of phones in the state of California at least, but needs to be checked for tables, bookcases, and supplies. I hope this six charts clearly summarizes the story for the superstore and the data provided, as all the key performance indicators such as sales, profits, subcategories, discounts, the all the terms related to money are included, as well as the customer segment. As the consumer is our biggest segment in almost all of the products, the discount and the steps or the conclusion because of the discount, say effect of the discount, can be clearly seen on consumer rather than corporate. Thus, I think we can increase the profit by focusing more on these items. Thank you.